going on, gents? It's R.P.M. here, coming at you with another episode of Hockey Mask Time. Now, before I get started, let us bow our heads and recite the HMT motto, shall we? A man will only take so much disrespect, and it's only a matter of time before he finally decides today's the day. Gentlemen, we're at the end of September, so we all know what's happening next month. That's right, Shocktober and the yearly HMT Marathon. Gentlemen, I'm calling for some participation with this year's marathon. Hopefully, you guys will have local stories that didn't quite make the mainstream media. As we all know, whenever it comes to a story in the mainstream media, they want to do everything they can to make the quote-unquote victim as human as possible, yet turn the man into a monster. We all know standard operating procedure. Like the woman in this article that was published on the 17th of September. Kansas man searched quote-unquote snapping necks before strangling pregnant girlfriend. Gentlemen, the first thing that came to my mind when I read the title of this article was DEEBO. That's right. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. I truly ain't shit. Now let me just go ahead and say this right here. Woo! The Kansas man accused of strangling his pregnant girlfriend before throwing her lifeless body in the trunk of his car, searched for quote-unquote snapping necks and early termination tactics before carrying out the vicious termination. Now, gentlemen, in the past, I've always tried to make sure you guys knew the difference between ligature strangulation and mechanical strangulation. Even though when someone is choked, quote unquote, that's actually called mechanical strangulation. You're using your hands, you're using your arms, or you're using some sort of object as opposed to actual, ligature where you use like a piano wire or a garrote or something like that. Just food for thought. Just food for thought. Alleged terminator Alexander Lewis's cell phone web browsing history also included searches about stun guns, lethal weapons, and termination, according to a probable cause affidavit. Lewis was charged last month with capital termination in the deletion of Zyla Bronson, a 19-year-old Wichita State University student who was studying to be a math teacher. She was 16 weeks pregnant. Gentlemen, this is what I call the curse of the American Black community. Carry before you marry. This chick is 19 years old. Scratch that. She was 19 years old. In college. What the hell was she doing not using protection, not using birth control? We all know the typical excuses for why women say that they don't like birth control. Oh, it's going to make me gain weight. Oh, it's going to do this. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Which once again reinforces the old truth. A child is only born because a woman wants to have that child. Now, of course, as the guy, we only have two forms of birth control: abstinence, condoms. And we know that that's not 100% effective when it comes to condoms. But guess what? 9 times out of 10, he was already raw dogging. Investigators claim Lewis started his demented internet searches on August 25th, the night before offlining Bronson in her apartment. Well. Sounds like Mr. Lewis might have been a pookie. The couple, who had been dating since January, had spent the night fighting, prompting Lewis to browse for information regarding quote-unquote stun guns, lethal weapons, and weapons that can offline, the documents state. Bronson was last recorded alive on surveillance footage at 8:13 a.m. the next morning when the couple took a dog out of the courtyard, during which time Lewis made searches for quote-unquote snapping necks, chokeholds, several for early termination and others for termination, the affidavit said. He allegedly followed through on the deranged searches just 2 hours later. What did that seem like? It seemed like he made sure to look like everything was all fine and dandy. However, there's always a chain of events. This dude didn't just snap the fuck out. Something drove him to that point. Lewis was seen on video at 10:15 a.m., leaving the apartment alone to move his parked car closer to Bronson's door after retrieving a backpack filled with duct tape, bottled water, clothes, flashlights, towels, and trash bags, police said. He then returned lugging a blanket-wrapped bundle with feet dangling out, which he dumped into his trunk before driving out of the complex, according to documents. Lewis wasn't free for long, however. Police showed up at his nearby apartment after a family member discovered the teenager's body in the trunk, along with an axe and a shovel. Sounds like he planned to dismember and dispose of the body. However, he didn't think this through. He didn't think that far ahead. The plan should have been in place before he decided to do the offlining. He allegedly told police that his pregnant girlfriend's body was in his trunk. Quote unquote, "I got scared. I was all over the place. I didn't know what to do," the affidavit said. Now here's where it gets very interesting, gentlemen. Lewis claims Bronson broke up with him during their fight and spent time, quote unquote, on the phone talking with another male. Now that right there throws another series of questions into this. Was he really the father of said child? It's possible, since they were fighting, that maybe she told him, "Look, I've been cheating and I got pregnant by my side dude." That is within the realm of possibilities. Quote unquote, he wanted her to stop talking, so he quote unquote grabbed her around the neck with his arm and squeezed until she stopped moving. A la DEEBO. The affidavit says he told police he panicked and checked for vital signs before wrapping her body in a blanket that he took from her bed. The affidavit says he told police Lewis faces a second-degree termination charge and is being held at Sedgwick County Jail on a $500,000 bond. Well, well, well. Here we have another situation that could have been easily avoided had this woman decided, you know what? Whatever this argument is about, it's not worth it. I am with child. It's time for me to think about my child instead of being right. But oh, no, 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 no. 19 years old? Oh, no. College student? Oh, no. More than likely, this guy was a pookie? Yeah, no, no, no. Anyway, let's get to that scorecard, shall we? For location, went down in her apartment, so I got to give that a 15. Method of execution. This is going to be interesting. I'm going to dub this the arm of asphyxiation and give this a 20. Psychological impact. Got to give this a 5. And for the brutality factor. Not as brutal as it could have been, but yeah, she probably put up just a small fight since he grabbed her from behind, more than likely. So I'm going to give this a 15 as well. So Alexander Lethal Lewis gets a score of 55. Ladies, the simple yet brutal truth that you seem to have forgotten because of society consistently pussifying men is this. A lot of you are only walking this planet because of the restraint of men. This dude literally offlined her with his bare hands. That's what we're capable of doing if we're sufficiently pushed. But yet, as much as society tries its best to degrade, demean, and emasculate men, you still have to understand that we men still have testosterone. And once we get sufficiently enraged, look the fuck out. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, ladies. Oh yeah. But hey, you're still not getting the message. You're just not going to get it. Far too many men can, and under the right circumstances, can take you out with nothing. Our bare hands, our physical bodies, but yet society still wants to tell us, well, men and women are the same. No, the fuck we're not. We never will be. But hey, as long as you want to keep that pipe dream going, once reality comes, it is what it is. Well, I've rambled on long enough. Read the article. Let me know what you guys think. And women around the world, understand this lesson clearly. The power you think you have with the system, with baby trapping men, the family court, that's all going to go out. Feminism and the idea that men are not going to retaliate if sufficiently pushed, that's going out right along with it. Because trust and believe, ladies, with the way things are going now, police aren't going to be able to get there. Hell, defund the police has, believe it or not, worked against a lot of you. Yeah, so many women are finding out the hard way the true savage nature of men. Why? Because laws can only go so far. And when men finally decide that they got nothing left to lose, guess what? That's a man that is truly dangerous, and he will take matters into his own damn hands. It is what it is. That's all I gotta say for this one. R.P.M. I am out.
Woke up, murder on my mind, yeah. Losing all my hope, yeah. I'ma do the crime, yeah. Fuck the red or blue, I'ma take the black pill, yeah. Fuck the red or blue, I'ma take the black pill.